Take a deep breath. Feel your feet on the earth, your heart and your chest, your energy right here, right now. Today, we enter sacred space together to release the unseen ties that have held us back, dimmed our light, and tangled our truth. Cord cutting is not about separation, it's about liberation. It's a reclamation of your soul sovereignty, an act of radical self love, a remembering that you do not belong to anyone or anything. You belong to yourself. So come as you are. Bring the heaviness, the lingering attachments, the names, the memories, the experiences, the emotions that no longer serve. This is your time to let go with grace and rise with power. Let's begin. Hello, hello, beloveds. Hello, beautiful sovereign goddess. Welcome back to this week's episode. And this week, I want to do a ritual with you all to help us clear and cleanse and purify our cords. And we're going to be talking on the topic of cord cuttings, which I feel like is a topic that you hear, especially in the social media world and in the spiritual communities, but I feel like not a lot of people really understand what it is and also why we need to do cord cuttings. Why what the importance of it. So we're gonna go into that. And if you have any questions as you're listening to this week's episode, make sure that you comment or you send me a message. I can answer your questions in the next episode. I would love to. So I was talking to a friend of mine this week, and this is how this idea came through. And we were talking about somehow we landed on cutting cords, right? And it's something that I used to do more times, like more often when I was in the mystery school. It was kind of like a requirement for us to keep our energies clean, our energy bodies clean. And we would do cord cuttings on each other, and we learned also how to do it on ourselves. And I was telling her, I was like, at some point, life happened. And then I kind of did it every now and then, or I waited till something triggered me in order to do it. And it just kind of reminded me of that, like how I haven't been doing it as often as I should be doing it. And it just kind of like, I wonder how many people would benefit from this. So I wanted to share. This is what there's different ways that you can do cord cuttings. And I'm going to share this simple, powerful, potent one with you that you can do on a regular basis. And my advice is that you don't wait till something triggers you. Now, I want you to comment or send me a message. Let me know if you have experienced a cord cutting before. And I want to hear from you. How was it like? What kind of cord cutting was that? And also, how did that make you feel afterwards? A lot of people tend to seek cord cutting out as a last minute thing or afterthought or after something more triggering or emotionally intense happens to kind of help us to clear the air. But think of cord cutting as it's one of the ways that we keep our energy bodies clean. It's kind of like the shower that we take, like every day to wash our physical bodies. It's kind of like the cleansing that our energy bodies need. Here's the thing. Let's talk about cords, right? What are cords? They're like these energetic connections. It moves out from our energy field to connect with others, other living things. So it might be even to plants, it might be to trees, it might be to other human beings, it might be to crystals, and they're doing the same back. Every time we step out into the world, these energetic fingers move out to touch each other, to get information about, whatever it is that we are we are connecting with. So if it is a person, right, their energy, their tentacles are coming in. I'm going to call it tentacles because it kind of looks like tentacles to me. It reaches out and yours comes and it kind of just touches each other, and you send information to this person, they send information to you. Most people are not even aware of that this is happening. They might become more aware of it when they feel drained by that interaction, right? So, which in that case, that means that when that interaction happened, when that connection happened, one just kind of pulled energy into themselves without giving anything back. And you just kept giving, 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 right? Which that's something that we are all aware of when that happens. It's like, oh, I was talking to this person and afterwards I was just exhausted, right? It's something that just we've all experienced that. Perhaps you've even experienced interactions that leave you feeling like up top, like you just feel energized and excitement, right? Beneficial connection. So chords, they're like these I'm gonna call them tentacles. It doesn't mean that they're bad, okay? Because there are ones that drain you and there are ones that give you life, right? But either way, it's the way that we connect to living things. It's a way that we gain information about our environment, about the people that we come in contact with, about the experiences that we come in contact with, right? So they just our way of getting information, our energy body's way of gaining information. Now, I hope that every time you come in contact with someone, maybe this will open your eyes so you can actually see how you're connecting. I mean, sometimes, when you open this eye to see these finger-like structures. It might be even like tubes that, or roots that come out from your energy field or from their energy field to you. It might look different to everyone, right? Depending on what the quality of the interaction. But the whole point is that we all reach out in some way, whether it's like finger-like or tentacles or tubes, it doesn't matter. It's our way of connecting with each other so that we can gain information about the interaction, about the person, about, all of that. That's how we gain that inner details, right? That goes beyond what we see on the physical and what we're hearing on the physical, right? If we pay attention to it. So we form chords all the time. I want to put this out there. We form chords all the time, from the time you wake up to the time that you go to sleep. We're forming cords constantly, which is why it's important to clear your cords, like at some point, maybe daily or maybe you can't do it daily, but I feel like the more you do it, you find an easy way to clear it. And when we get to the ritual, I'll talk about a simple way that you can do it really quick, right? But just having that wisdom behind that. Oh, yeah, I need to cleanse. And you can feel it. The days that you do, you will feel that lightness. You will feel that clarity and thought and heart and feeling, right? And connection versus when you don't and you can feel your energy body feeling like heavy, right? You can feel it. The more you do it, you get that knack for it. Everything takes training. When you're aware of it, you can truly understand the process, right? So we form cords all the time. We form cords to our plants. We form cords to definitely our children, our partners. We form cords to all the experiences that we have, whether good or bad, right? And the stronger the cord, the stronger the experience. So if you experience something traumatic, that cord is going to be massive and also very strong and pulsating. Do you get what I'm saying? Versus if it is like something very minor that you experience, like it's just like a small little line that just kind of reaches out or is there, right? But these cores again help us to understand our world and our relationship to everything that come in contact with us. So we form cords to even our ancestors, whether physical ancestors or celestial ancestors, right? We have a cord that connects us to the divine father above, divine mother below, right? We have cords that connects us to our divine team, right? We have cords that connect us to our ancestry, our lineage, right? We have cords that connects us to our past lives. We have cords that connects us to our Akashic records, which is like that the soul library, right? Where all the information about our journey is at, right? We have cords that attach us to that. We have cords that anchor us, especially at nighttime when we go to sleep, so we can always find our way back into our bodies and wake up in the morning instead of just flying away, right? So there are beneficial cords. I want you to understand that cutting cords doesn't mean that you're just chopping everything off. Like, no, no. That I don't think your higher self would even allow you to do that because you again, you would be cutting cords between you and your higher self, the divine, the things that give you life, right? So there are chords that drain you and there are chords that give you life. And that I want you to begin to feel that. And before we go into the ritual, I will ask you some journaling prompts to help you take account of your own, just your own energy fields and some of the chords that will kind of come into your mind's eye. We even have like chords connected to, for example, like promises or contracts or attachments, attachments that we have. Like we create cords for that. So again, we create cords all the time. They're very easy to create. Now, the thing is whether or not they're helping us to move forward into our highest potential or they're holding us back. And the beauty of it is that just as it's easy for us to create it, it's also easy for us to clean up. Clean up. Just think about it. You wake up in the morning, you take a shower, you clean up. It can be that easy if you're conscious, if you also have the tool. So this will definitely give you the tool that you need to clear your cords. And we're starting now to do that. Let's talk about the two main cords. Okay, so and I'm sure there's more. There's definitely more, but we're gonna focus on these two. And I kind of hinted on it. You know, we have the loving and divine chords. So these are the chords that feed you and give you life. They're healthy, they're nourishing, they help you thrive. You know, they flow with that mutual love and mutual respect. Remember, cords are two ways. You're connected to something that is connected back to you. And that's the thing with these cords. You're not just reaching out and that's it. There's something will be reaching out. You know, whatever you're connecting with will also reach out to you, which is what creates that connection, right? Without that connecting back or you connecting, it just wouldn't. It would just be fluff, like just flapping around, right, on its own. So that it creates connection. Our chords create connection to something on the other side, whether it's a positive connection or a not so positive one, right? So again, we have the divine loving chords that actually uplift us, nourish us, feed us. It's clear. It's just delicious. It's like the kind of course that we want more of in our lives, right? And then we have the more of the draining and toxic chords. The thing with these chords is that sometimes we don't realize that even like that cord that we're sending out is going to drain the other person. You know, we talk about energy vampire a lot. And there's some people who are very conscious of what they're doing. They know like your energy is yummy and they want to receive it. They just want to drink it all up, right? Some people are very conscious, or some beings are very conscious of that. But there are also people who are operating from a place of depletion. And so if they come into contact with someone who has an abundance of what it is that they're depleted of, so let's say joy, right? And they are feeling so down, you know, nothing they do helps. And then they meet someone that just lights them up and they're like there's just something about you that just makes me want to be around you all the time. It's because you have exactly what they need, and so the accords reach out, you connect, and then you know you begin to send them this. Now here's the thing. If you're not conscious, the one on the other side, and you're just giving and you're not realizing that this needs to be a two-way thing, this is where the draining comes. Because as long as you give, they will receive. They'll be like, yes, please, and thank you. Yes, please, and thank you. Bring it, bring it, bring it. Right. And then you just give, give, give until you're depleted. If you're aware of it, well, we've talked about this, so there's different ways that you can actually anchor them to an unlimited source of that unconditional love. And they can receive it from that. So, creating a bubble of unconditional love of the divine and sending it to them. And that will nourish them. They don't need yours, right? So if you have these tools, you can create that. If someone like that comes into my energy field, they are not feeding off of my energy field. They will be feeding off of the divine grace, the divine love that surrounds me. And I am still shielded in the divine embrace, right? So they receive straight from source and not from my energy. My energy is safe with me and they get to replenish themselves from the well of source, right? So it is important for us to be aware. It goes both ways. What chords are you sending out? Are you aware of that? And also what chords are you receiving and why are you receiving it? And how are those chords interacting with you? How are your chords interacting with others? Right? Again, awareness, awareness, awareness. So why do we cut cords? Again, the best visualization is like you're taking a shower to clean your body. It's the same thing. We are cutting cords to remove the ones that are draining and toxic and getting in our ways so that we can make space for the good stuff to really be there and thrive. So the good connections to really be there and thrive. For example, your connection with source, your connection with the divine mother to really flourish and thrive, right? So remember, it's about freedom. It's about, I love this. It's like saying, I honor what was, I take back my power, and I release what no longer is mine to carry. Cord cutting is like that. It's like you're releasing, you are honoring, you're honoring what needs to go. You're like, okay, you served your purpose. You helped me grow. You helped me become stronger. You helped me see what I couldn't see. But there's no room for you right now. So you gotta go with grace. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Right. That's the honoring piece. And then you are, oh, I love this. You are releasing it. You're like, I release it with love. You can go back or you can dissolve if you don't need it anymore, but I'm not keeping it, right? And then as you're doing that, you're also calling your energy back because when these cords sever, right, there's different ways. Sometimes it just, like it gets cut. And then your energy comes back to you, and then their energy goes back to them. And some of the cords will simply just dissolve, right, into like light particles where you receive yours, and then the other either goes to the earth or goes into the cosmos, right? It just depends on what kind of cord that is. There's no right or wrong with this. And it's good to work with your team. And I'm going to be introducing you to three of my favorite divine beings that I work with when it comes to cord cuttings to really help me do this. Okay, so are you ready? Again, if I miss something, because this is a topic that I can go really deep in, but I wanted to just start with bringing you the awareness of your own energetic body and how it interacts with others and how others interacts with you. I was telling my friend, I was like, one of the ways is like when I'm walking around, like I have my bubble on and I can see other people's bubbles, like in their own energetic bodies, and some of them reach out and other some of them are like protected and yet like they keep to themselves, and other ones are just like reaching everywhere and grabbing and attaching because they have no idea that it's even going on. All they know is that they need something, and so they just grab at anything. And when you are spiritually awake, when you can see, when you can sense, when you can feel, you can use your divine superpowers. You can begin to see these interactions when you step in the world. You can begin to see how you interact with others' energy bodies and how they interact with your energy bodies and why. Also the texture and how, that you can go into deeper aspect of this. So the whole intention behind this episode is to bring the awareness for you so that you begin to pay attention to your own energy bodies or your energy body. And then from there, begin to be aware of how you interact with others and how they interact with you. So when you encounter a cord, or let's say, for example, you meet someone you're having a really good conversation with, and you're like, "Oh, this is so yummy," immediately you can call in that sight, the inner sight, so you can see. Again, it depends on your divine gift. Maybe you just sense it, maybe you just know it, right? Regardless, you can call that knowing to you, and you begin to see how your cords are interacting with each other in such a yummy conversation. Or if you're having a heated conversation with someone or an argument, again, you can bring that vision up to see how your chords are interacting with each other. It gets very fascinated, right? And then you can see what happens afterwards, like when you leave and that cord is still attached to you. Hence why you can't let go, or you can't let that go, right? You still, because your cord is attached to you. So cord cuttings are very beneficial. They're very important. Something that we need to do on the energetic level that actually helps us physically on our path. It's one of the tools that we get to have to help us on our journey as humans, right? So if you have any questions that come to mind, especially once you begin to observe in the world, in your life, if there's something that comes up that I didn't talk about, please send me a message. We can dive in more into it. Okay. So before we go into the ritual, I want you to take account. We're going to start now. We're going to open you up to check out your own energetic body and your own cords. We're going to see these cords around you, around your energy bodies. Where is it coming from? And also, where is it going? We're just going to take an account. So if you have a journal and a pen or a paper and a pencil or whatever, just grab it. And let's go ahead and do this together. Just answer. You can also answer these questions in your mind. This is just to help you take account of the chords, okay? So the first one would be, where in your life do you feel entangled or energetically drained? I bet you have so many stories, right? As these examples keep coming up, I'm gonna ask how divine team, our higher self, to come in and be fully present. So take a deep breath in with me and out. I want you to drop your awareness into your heart space. And there, I want you to see that brilliant light within your heart. Or maybe it looks like a flame. We're going to call in your higher self to be fully anchored within your heart and really see that flame or that light get stronger, solid. And then from there, we're going to call in the presence of the Divine Father to come down through our crown, anchor into our heart, and then continue all the way down our channel, anchoring into our earth below. Take a deep breath in. There you go. And now bring your awareness back into your heart. And again, we're going to call in the connection from the Divine Mother, bringing it all the way up through the earth, through your feet. Let it anchor into your heart, and then let it continue up the channel into the ethers, into your energy body. And I want you to notice this very beneficial cord here that we are anchoring is our own central line, okay? Our own central cord, like our tap root and then the main one, right? Like this is what gives us life. This is this is what defines who we are, is who we are. It doesn't even define, it's who we are. So feel into this main cord from your heart. Just see all that the love of the Divine Father, Divine Mother come together with your own divine radiance and let it emanate around you, creating that beautiful bubble, golden, golden, golden bubble of light. For some of you, I'm seeing like opalescent. Some of you, I'm seeing like this turquoise color. Everyone is going to be different. It's just an expression of the divine's love for you. So it's going to be different. Each person's going to be different. And see that bubble of light. It's massive, just all around you. I'm going to ask this light to begin to show you your energy body and the cords emanating from it. Just simply observe, okay? I'm going to ask your divine team to come in and create a golden circle of light around you to assist you in this process. I want you to simply see, sense, or feel the cords that are coming out of you at this time. Which part of your body is it coming from? Ooh, you feel that? Yeah. It's revealing themselves. And just take notice here. These are cords that are coming from you and reaching outward. Just take notice of that, including the cords that the main central line cord. Just take notice of that. Which ones make you feel good? Which ones doesn't? What is the texture? What does it look like? Is it hollow? Is there something flowing through? Just take notice of all of that. And now we're going to bring into your mind's eye and your heart's wisdom the cords that are coming to you. So these are cords that are coming from somewhere, someplace, from someone and attaching to you. I'm going to reveal all of that to you and just look all around you. See, it's like 360 degrees all around you, above, below, right, left, all around you. What cords are coming to you and where are they attaching to? Remember, no judgment, no fear. Do not fear this. You are in a safe place. You're doing this in a safe place. Remember, the divine is all around you. With your team and your higher self, you're safe here. And at this point, I'm going to call in Archangel Michael, beloved Saint Germain, to come in and assist us. Thank you, thank you, thank you, beloveds. There we go. So just take notice of all these cords, the cords that are going out from you and the cords that are coming to you. Which ones feel good? Which ones don't? Simply. The next question I'm going to ask is, whose energy are you still carrying? Allow this question to direct you to wherever you're carrying that energy, and also to reveal to you information about this energy. Again, you don't have to do anything yet. Just simply observe. What part of your past are you ready to release with love? Again, just simply notice and receive. There you go. I love this one. What does true energetic freedom feel like to you? Again, allow your divine being to show you this, okay? Let the information come to you. Don't try to make up something or go sort for it. It will come to you. Just trust. So what does true energetic freedom feel like to you? And then next one, who or what am I energetically tied to? Even if the situation is no longer, even if the situation is over, has been over for like forever, who are you still connected to? What shows up for you? And focusing on this connection or connections, ask, do I feel empowered or drained when I think of this connection? Take account. No judgment, no fear, okay? Simply observe. You're safe. Beautiful. What is the lesson or gift from this connection? This question is very important in allowing us to release that cord, especially the cords that drain us once and for all. Understanding is a huge key in helping us to forgive and forget. Perhaps this will be another podcast topic. Understanding allows us to forgive and forget, to help us to completely release and move forward. What is the lesson or the gift from this connection? And I love this one. And then we'll move into the ritual. Am I ready to lovingly release or purify this cord? Yes or no? No judgment. Again, we set up this stage. Either way, we're going to clear your energy bodies, your energy fields of the cords that need to go. And then we are going to purify and heal and uplift the cords that need to stay. Right. All right. So with this, put your pens down, your pencils down, and close your eyes and bring your awareness into your heart. Breathe into that sacred light within your heart. So from your heart space, as you breathe into that light within your heart, imagine that the light begin to transform, almost like the veil opens, or maybe doors open for you, and you enter into this lush garden. I want you to just take notice here how you feel as you enter this garden. I want you to walk to the center of this garden. And notice around you glowing threads extend outward like gentle strands of light. Some are golden warm, some heavy and gray. Each cord connects to something, a person, a memory, a past version of you, or even a belief you've outgrown. Now, this time I'm going to call in our beloved guides to come in. So again, beloved Archangel Michael with his sword of light, and you might see, sense, or feel him appear next to you holding that brilliant blue flaming sword and ready to help you release. And also beloved Saint Germain to with his violet flame to come in to really help us to burn the roots of the cords that need to go. I'm also going to call in beloved Mother Mary to come in with that unconditional love and compassion to help us to revive, purify, and awaken the cords that are here to stay, the cords that help us thrive. Yarak ori it is arinia romukoria. Taras akiara tukura moi tiari ekia. Taras aeshoro mukuru kuru kuru kuru. Tiara shiara karanda goro moia. Taras akiara ia tukuru kuru kuru. Tiara na ayat eke shoro mukuru moia. Taras akiataria koro moia. Teres akia shoro kuru oriatia. Now imagine Archangel Michael with that flaming sword begin to move around you in a clockwise circle and cut in all these cords that feel heavy and dark. You don't need to know the story behind them. I want you to simply breathe into your heart. And in that energy of, I release what no longer serves me. I release what no longer serves my highest good. And I call my energy back to me. I want you to actually you can repeat this mantra as this process is happening. I release what no longer serves my highest good. I call my energy back to me. I release what no longer serves my highest good, and I call my energy back to me. So see Archangel Michael moving around you, and it will be swift. It will be really quick, and just cutting all those cords around you that needs to go. Okay. Orsiar takiaranda koromokoria shia randia kiaranda yatia koromoya raria toria shiti arandaya tarana kiatoro. You can envision the heavy cords dissolve into light. The divine cords begin to glow brighter, pure, and reconnect in their original harmony. And the cords that dissolve, they might just dissolve into the ether, so you might see them fall into the earth and dissolve into the earth or be absorbed into the earth. But either way, it gets released. Haria tokoro mokoia, tarasataria koro koro koresia, maramaeti arandaya, arandaetia. I lovingly release all energy that is not mine to carry. Arayati arandakaetia, taras akiera nakia. I cut cords with love, not with anger. Arietikia shurumukoromo. And now you imagine or see, sense or feel, beloved, seeing Germain coming in, and you are completely engulfed in that violet flame, helping you to move down your ancestral line, helping you to cut those cords, the deep cords, releasing all that is in the way of your highest good anyway, anything that is in the way of you thriving. Are shirara nayatia, arndi kia korumu koreatia, arayanaya. I release what no longer serves my highest good. Ariatia ranakia torumo, ariashitiara nayatia. You notice that some of the cords, once it has been severed, and again, you don't need to know who's attached to. You might even see faces that this is connected to. Don't get attached to that. Okay. Know that this is not about, especially if these people feel like they're important to you, this is not like you cut it and like they disappear, right? It is about having the opportunity to create a more clear connection with the people who matter to us. And Mother Mary will come in to actually help with that. So just, you might notice the cord dissolve and then move to them, and then your part comes to you. So that's the reclaiming of your energy. I call back my energy now. We now cut the cords between us and anything that holds us down, drag us down, any person, any memory, any past version of ourselves, beliefs, programmings, any dimensions that no longer serves us. Really feel, see, sense Archangel Michael moving around you with his swords and just chopping it. Yara nakiata surukuruya, tarasnaya tiara naya. I cut cords with love, not with anger. Aria shiromokore mayetia, tarasta karieto surumo, yarata ayetia, tarasnaya tia. Take a deep breath in and out. Now take a count. Now that you're, ooh, do you feel that? Notice I want you to feel how you feel now. And I'm still seeing for some of you, Archangel Michael is still cutting because it's like deep chords. And that's okay, okay? Especially if you haven't done this. At the beginning, there's going to be a lot of cords that are being cleansed. Some of you might take, I'm getting up to 7 days. So give yourself grace. And I want you to drink plenty of water. If you have water next to you, go ahead and drink it. Nourish your body as you're releasing all that is gone. We're going to be replenishing your body soon, so don't worry. I just want you to take notice of the cords, the beneficial cords, the divine cords, the nourishing cords that are left behind. The ones that are glowing gold. It might be actually rainbow colors, but they're clear and golden. And you just notice all of that. Where is it connected to you? Where on your body? And how does it feel when you tune into that? Again, we're going to be calibrating this so that they're truly of the highest essence. I call all parts of me home now. Take a deep breath into your heart. From every place I gave too much. From every tie that drained my light. From every moment I forgot my worth. I return to wholeness. With love, I release what is not mine to carry. With grace, I cut the cords of obligation, guilt, shame, and fear. With clarity, I reclaim my power, my voice, my truth. Hariyata karta aromoromoya rane shurokoria shiarana yateya randa tosokoa. I want you to really pay attention to how you feel physically in your body, and also what is happening with the rest of the good cords that are left behind, the nourishing, life-giving cords that are left behind as you're receiving this invocation. Beloved, divine presence, infinite source of love and light, I call upon you now to surround me with your eternal truth, wisdom, and grace. Guide me in this sacred act of release, so I may walk forward in sovereignty, wholeness, and peace. Beloved Archangel Michael, warrior of light, guardian of truth, with your mighty sword of protection, I ask you to cut through all energetic cords that no longer serve my highest good. Sever all ties born of fear, attachment, illusion, and pain, seen and unseen, known and unknown, and wrap me in your brilliant blue flame of divine courage, and shield me in unwavering love. Yaratikiar no moria shidia randikiti randikiaranda kayo toro. Beloved Saint Germain, keeper of violet flame, beloved Saint Germain, keeper of the violet flame, I call upon your sacred alchemy now. Transmute all dense energies into divine light now. Oriya Saria Karia. Cleanse my aura, my heart, my mind, and my soul with your radiant violet fire. Maria Shurokoro Noko. Let all that is released be returned to source with compassion and grace. Yereki Diara Nakaria. Moro no Shoria Aria Diaranda. Taransanaya Diaranaya Dia. I now call upon Divine Mother Mary, embodiment of divine grace. I call upon your gentle, powerful love. With your pure heart, bathe every sacred cord meant to remain in the waters of unconditional love. Where love exists, let it be strengthened. Where soul-aligned connection lives, let it be purified. Reinstate these cords to the original divine purity, infused with compassion, clarity, and harmony. And wrap me in your mantle of nurturing peace, and remind me of my divine work. Ikiara taka ai shoromokoria, tarasaya ti kiara nakarno como mormoshi tiara naya dia, nara nasaya tiara na. Take a deep breath in, and you can repeat this after me. I am free of what is no longer mine to carry. I am whole within my sacred energy. I am held, protected, and restored in divine truth and radiant love. I am free of what is no longer mine to carry. I am whole within my sacred energy. I am held, protected, and restored in divine truth and radiant love. I am free of what is no longer mine to carry. I am whole within my sacred energy. I am held, protected, and restored in divine truth and radiant love. May only truth remain. May only love remain. May only the cords of divine alignment, soul contracts of light, and sacred service stay intact. I am free. I am sovereign. I am whole. I am free. I am sovereign. I am whole. I am free. I am sovereign. I am whole. I now walk forward as the sovereign goddess I am, unbound, unburdened, unstoppable. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Itiarnak e shurumoko, Doro sokoriat anarnda itiarndako, Moria shitiarte kietiarnda pogoromoia, Tarasanaya tiarandaki hiarto koromoia, Tarasanaki arnando koromoitia, Taras et era sariarando koromo, et era shurumoiatia, Taras at era carto koromoitia. We now anchor, lock, and seal this process on every level of our being. It is done, it is done, it is done. By the power of three, a perfect trinity, it is done. Take a deep breath in here and out. With your next breath, I want you to actually notice how your body is breathing now that you have released all that need to be released. And out. One more time, in breath and out. It is done. Go ahead and begin to come back into the here and now, into your body. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes and moving your shoulders, stretching your neck. Come back into the fullness of your body. And again, notice what has shifted within your body. We want to experience the spiritual work in our physicality so that we can bring it here. Because what is the point of letting this stay out there? We want to actually see the progression and the results in the physical, right? So really begin to feel what has shifted within your body, within your mind, within your heart. And remember this process, depending on if you've been doing this, if you've been keeping your cords clean, your energy body clean, right? If you need a lot more scrubbing, it's going to continue. So again, I'm seeing 7 days. Your team will be working with you. Archangel Michael, beloved Saint Germain, and Mother Mary are all there. They're going to continue working with you. And this is one of those episodes that I invite you to keep coming back to and listening to. Just forward it to the meditation portion or the ritual portion and just do that. You can do this every day. If you can do this every day before bed, like clean your cords before bed, you will notice a difference in the way that you sleep, what dreams you dream, how clear they are, and also how you feel when you wake up. I think with cord cutting, remember, you don't wait till something that is, something charging happens, emotionally charged happens before you do cord cutting. Let it be something that is, a daily ritual of cleansing, just like you take a shower. Hopefully you take a shower every day, but just as you take a shower every day, it's the same thing. Also take a shower energetically by cutting your cords at the end of the day, and that will clear you up so that you can be a clear channel for your own divine brilliance to come through you. So do this. I want you to do this at least. The challenge, I'm going to give you a challenge. Do this every day for 7 days and then come back and share with me. How do you feel? What have you noticed happening around you, whether with people, whether with situations, whether it's with something that you thought you could never let go? Like, share with me, actually. How about this? I want you to come join my free online community called the Goddess Chamber. I will have the link below. Come join it and then come share it in the group. I'm going to be sharing like the prompts on there. I'm going to be sharing some of the ritual, the written ritual there. So if you want to have it, it will be on there. But come join there. It's a sacred space for you to really, after you move through this with me and you experience it, you can come back and share your experience. So come join this beautiful online community that has been created for you. The Goddess Chamber. I have the link below. If you feel like, oh my gosh, this is just the beginning, I feel like I need more support, I invite you to come join my elevated empath container and join other women in receiving these tools, especially if you love the tools that I've been sharing in the podcast and you want to receive more of that to continue on your journey. It's a beautiful space to be in, to be empowered in your intuitive gifts. So come and learn more. And also in the group, we continuously clean, clear, activate, align. Like this is a continuous work that we do. And the more you do it, the more, like the easier it becomes for you. And it becomes second nature for you, right? So elevated empath is a beautiful container that you can come join. Or if you're like, right now, I can't commit to any of that, again, you can join the free online community. You will get a lot from it. You can also subscribe to this podcast, whether on Spotify, Apple, or YouTube. Subscribe to, because I share a lot of these tools on there that you can tune into and use that to support you on your journey. All right, my loves, thank you so much for tuning in this week. Again, I'm going to ask that you share this with someone that you know, a fellow sister, an empath, an intuitive, a healer, someone that you know this will benefit. Let's share so that more people can become aware of this and also utilize this powerful tool. From my heart to yours, until next time. Bye.